Hi, this is Vipin. Welcome to another episode on GST Gyan through micro learning series. If you haven't seen the previous video on cascading effect and input tax credit, please refer to the description and comments. Let us start with levy and collection on supply. The word levy implies creating a charge and collection of tax by the authority. The Constitution of India in Article 265 sets out that no tax shall be levied or collected except by authority of law. Hence, any tax can be collected only by passing a legislation. Thus, for the purpose of collecting tax, the authority should have power to levy such tax, isn't it? This power of levy is bestowed by charging sections. So, therefore, in any fiscal statute, the most important section is the charging section of that relevant statute. Under GST regime, subject of levy is dealt in Section 9 of CGST Act 2017 and Section 5 of IGST Act 2017. Here, please note that the basis of our analysis is primarily CGST Act, as different SGST Acts are nothing but replica of CGST Act. And IGST Act's provision have been placed at requisite places as and when required. As mentioned earlier, Section 9 of CGST Act and Section 5 of IGST Act are responsible for levy. So they are further charging GST in two mechanisms. One is forward charge mechanism and another one is reverse charge mechanism. The forward charge is the pretty straightforward mechanism where in the normal course of in any taxation acts, it is levied to the recipient by the seller of goods or services provider. So the services provider or the goods seller will charge the GST to the recipient by invoice as usual. And second point is it is levied on all goods except goods which are out of the scope of GST. If you remember in the first video we had mentioned that goods which are outside the scope of GST are one is liquor for human consumption and petroleum goods which are outside the scope of GST. Then the third point is value which are determined under section 15. So section 15 of CGST Act says that the price which has actually been paid or payable by supply of goods or services where the supplier and recipient both are not related and price is the sole consideration. So that is the value actually where CGST or IGST is charged. So that is how forward charge is determined. Reverse charge is little interesting taxation method wherein government will notify certain goods or services on which tax has to be paid and remitted to the government by recipient. So in forward charge, it was the seller or the service provider, but in case of reverse charge mechanism, it is the recipient. So whoever is receiving the goods or receiving the services, they have to pay tax to the government instead of the seller. So here one thing to note is that not only the liability to pay is on the recipient, the compliance part, that is say for example filing of returns, getting yourself registered and other compliances also falls on the recipient. That's it for today, and in the future videos we'll learn in detail about forward charge and reverse charge mechanisms. And stay tuned. Watch our channel GST Gyan through micro learning. Like, subscribe and comment. Please do come back for more such videos.